So I'm out here by the highway this morning. Got a couple of big projects to start this morning. This fence line right here is all coming down all the way back to where the chain link fence starts, because I'm fixing to have that's one of those Texas words, getting ready to have a privacy fence installed around the house. And before I do that, I've got to put a little retainer wall right along here. The yard kind of humps over right here, and it's going to have to be leveled out. The water tries to run back towards the house. Can't have that, and I don't want my fence sitting 18 inches below where it needs to sit. So there's going to have to be a retainer wall that goes all along this fence line here. So that whole fence line has to come out. That old crappy hackberry that I've been fighting with to try to kill for the last couple of years is going to have to be cut off at the ground and poisoned. And then this mimosa tree right here is going to have to come out. Kind of a pretty little tree, but it's in the way and it's going to have to go. I've got my work cut out for me, because as you can see, there are vines that grow all in this fence line up here. I cut them back every year, and every year they come right back. So I get to take all of this out before I can even take the fence out. This is the retainer wall stones that I'm going to be putting up. They look like that. They kind of match the color of the house, not exactly, but they're fairly close. So that's the ones that are going to go up. Of course, that's 6,000 pounds of retainer stones that are going to have to be moved by yours truly, one at a time. So I'm really looking forward to that amount of fun. The fence will end up coming all the way down here to this corner as a privacy fence, and then I'm gonna have it go across the front of the house here with a 6-foot black chain link fence. I don't want it to completely block my view of my vehicles as they sit underneath the carport out front, but I'm not going to fence them in either, so that's my option for that. I don't believe in wasting any wood, so this mimosa may not be any good for barbecue or cooking on or anything like that, but it'll be good for a fire pit. It's going to take a little while to season it. Of course, I've got all my more than well seasoned oak back behind there, live oak, and I'm going to have to start burning it pretty soon. It's getting pretty old. It's gonna sit there and rot away if I don't do something with it. Anyway, got a little bit more wood for the fire pit. This old hackberry here is gonna have to come out of the ground too. It's so tangled up in the fence that I had to cut the fence away from it, and I'm just gonna have to take it all down in one piece there. Somebody in their infinite wisdom, I guess it was a good idea at the time, these T-posts are only about 3 feet out of the ground, and they go about 1.5 feet underground, and then they're set in concrete. So I guess those are gonna have to be torched off, because there's no way I'm gonna dig out 2 feet of concrete out of there. I don't have the energy, don't want to. So they're gonna be torched off. Well, part of the job is done. Where the fence is up, that was a bigger deal than what I was thinking it was gonna be. Now this mimosa tree here has to come down. Yes, I need to remove a couple of stumps now, get them off that curb. The wall is going pretty well, except once I get to this, now I've got an issue. I've also got one big one over here that is really being a pain in the neck. That one's gonna be really hard to get out of the ground, so I don't know, that's my job for the